I keep my sunny side up so they can.
My name is Jordan Larson. I'm from Hooper, Nebraska. I'm 32 years old. Yeah, I grew up small town Nebraska, and I'm now playing in Istanbul, Turkey for Eczacıbaşı Vitra. So in 2008, we went to the Final Four, and literally, I think 2 days later, I signed a contract in Puerto Rico that I was going to be leaving in January. Took so much summer school, so I graduated in December, so I was done with school, was able to go play, and then got asked to come train with the national team in May after. So, oh goodness, we give up a lot. There's a lot of anniversaries, birthdays, weddings, time with family. Obviously, my mom was pretty sick that year in 2009, and it was my first year on the national team. And she, got pretty sick, and so I ended up having to come home at one point. And I don't know, there's times that I wish I would have stayed with her, but the instant I walked into that hospital room and she told me, she's like, you better not be missing a tournament for to be here. Like, she would have killed me if I would have taken that summer off. So I know that this is where she would want me to be and what I would be doing, but it's still tough to think about the times that I could have spent with her maybe. So my first year in Russia, our very first game was an away game, and I was thinking, okay, we're gonna go by plane. No, it's 12-hour train ride, and we are just so hot because there's no temperature change of any sort, just hot. And I try to go to the bathroom. Sorry if this is TMI. But we're getting close to the city, and I'm trying to go to the bathroom, opening the bathroom door, and it's locked. And I'm like, I really need to use the bathroom, And they're like, oh, no, you can't use it, not until we're on the other side of the city. And I'm like, why does that matter? Well, because when you go to flush the toilet, it just opens straight to the track. And so if you're too close to the city, they don't let you use the bathroom. So you have to be a certain time frame outside the city. And I was just like, we're not in America anymore. The one thing was hardest for me was the language barrier. And there's a lot of communication that's happening that maybe you don't realize what's happening. And so you may be interpreting one thing, but then they're interpreting a different thing. And so how are you going to try to be still at your best and achieving your best when all the circumstances around you are maybe not the best? So it's interesting to try to manage, and you're over here alone, and there's really nobody to really help, per se. And so you just kind of have to try and figure it out. But I know, I just think you grow so much also, and but it's tough. It's definitely not easy. Initially, I was scared to be alone overseas. Just, I've never really lived alone, and so the fact that I do live alone and being by myself, it makes me feel just so much stronger, and that I'm okay, and that I can do a lot of things, and and just I can figure out, I don't know, a lot of solutions and by myself. And when I go back to the States, I'm like, this is so easy. Life is so easy. I just did a video for a friend he asked me to talk about the importance of strength and conditioning and nutrition, and we kind of touched on this, but I think it's really has changed my career, and I definitely wouldn't be here and playing this long if it wasn't for those things and being aware of those things. And I think if you can start that habit at a young age, I think it's huge. And it's not just a diet or a fad, it's a lifestyle. And if you make that choice, it really can be really beneficial for you. And I think it's just really huge. And set big goals. Why not? Try. And try to do your best every single day. You never know where you could end up.